We're at the Irish Potato Famine Monument, specifically for the Irish that immigrated to Canada. And we were here last night, and actually yesterday, early pre-dawn, and let me tell you, this is one creepy monument at night. I mean, it's very haunting, obviously during the day, but at night, these figures are sort of uplit, and they're so very tall. I mean, this is me standing next to this guy. I'm barely up to the middle of his arm. And there's these little lights, and it's just darn creepy. They give a lot of the names of the people who immigrated, where they came from, who ended up in Canada. But given the lights that turn on automatically in our room and this monument, it is quite a sort of Silent Hill sort of feeling. Walking back last night from the bus station, which is that way, we kept turning around to make sure they hadn't gotten up to follow us. Is how creepy this monument is. And it's, again, very haunting and very evocative, very beautiful in this very severe and frightening way. Look at this guy's face with his teeth. And the child he's carrying over his shoulders. And the dog, rather terrified, starving little dog. And they're heading, kind of shuffling away towards the main port down there. And interestingly enough, the tall ship, which you can barely see right here, is the Jeannie Johnson, which I believe was one of the famine ships that were bringing people out of Ireland across to the Americas. So they're all sort of shuffling down, I don't even know what the street this is, shuffling down the street, headed down towards where the ship is moored. And the ship is now locked into this part of the Liffey. They built another bridge on the other side of it. It looks like a big giant harp on its side. So it seems to be that ship's probably never going to leave here again. It's here for good, unless they can lift that bridge up somehow. But it seems kind of interesting where we have the famine people heading towards the ship. And all this is right next to the River Liffey, which flows in its sort of stately, sedate way down right to the middle of town and out to the Irish Sea, which is to the east that way.